LinkedIn. I just want to comment on three things, or the three sales in any sale. And I've talked about this years ago, and I reminded myself because I was talking to someone else about this yesterday. And I just want to throw this out there. So in my view, there's three sales in every sale. Sale one is selling yourself. Right? So sale one, or we call it sale zero. I've always called it sale zero. Sale zero before one is selling yourself. So you have to be sold on what you're selling. And in many, like almost 100% of the time, if not 100, I am. Like I'm sold on that thing. So we come up with an idea, we come up with a strategy, we come up with what we're going to be doing, what we're going to be selling, and I'm super sold on it. Like in my mind, if they don't do it, I'm like, this is crazy. You know, and I'm like, how could they not do it? You know, or whatever. Like, and you know, we'll pitch ideas, we'll pitch different things, but I end up getting super sold on it. And then I look at it, and then if we hit a barrier and they don't do it, I'm thinking, I can't believe this. Like, I'm very sold on it, and because I'm sold, you know, you sell it. And I think that's one of the easiest ways to sell. If you think about anything that you're sold on, maybe you're a camping advocate, right? Like maybe you love camping or whatever. And it's like, and then you get into that conversation with someone, you start talking to them, next thing you know, you're like telling them about a Yeti cooler, and next thing you know, they're buying a $500 Yeti cooler because you're like breaking it all down and selling them on it because you're sold, right? So sale zero is to be sold, right? And that's super key. And it has to be real. If you're just going through the motions and you're not sold, pretty hard to sell that way. So I'm always sold. And then sale one is communication. Sale one is communication. You can't sell them if they're out of communication, right? And so you have to get people into communication. You have to get the buyer, the prospect, the people in communication. Tricky thing today is a lot of people are unresponsive. A lot of people are out of communication. They're out of office, they're out of communication, they're ghosting you, they don't respond to emails, blah, blah, blah. People are, you know, in many ways, grossly out of communication. And so sale one is you have to get them into communication. They've got to be in communication with you. So you can then move to sale two, which is to sell and close and solve a problem for them and handle them or whatever. Whatever it is that you do, whatever your solution is, whatever your product is, whatever. But you can't do that if sale one is out. If they're out of communication, you can't do sale two. Why bother trying selling if you're not at sale one? So sale one has to take place, and then you can move to sale two and actually sell them and handle them and solve a problem and figure out what's going on and then close it. So it's always, to me, those 3 points of sales is you're sold, you got to sell yourself, you got to get them into communication, and then you do the sales, the actual sales process is sell and close. And I think that I've seen a lot of reps where they get ahead of themselves and sale one is out, desperately trying or desperately stuck at sale two. Sale zero is out, why bother? You know, why bother? Then it gets stuck. If your deal is stuck in some way, if it's not moving in some way, there's a really good chance sale one and sale zero are out. Look, it could also be something to do with the actual sales process or the objection or something that's unspoken or something that's not handled, but those three things are super key.